Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you couldn't tell by the sparkly top or the title of this video, today we're going to be doing a holiday look. I know that this holiday season is not like other holiday seasons, but I still wanted to do a holiday look for a couple of reasons. One, I might still be doing get-togethers. Depending on where you live, you might still be doing get-togethers with, say, smaller members of your family and you want to do your makeup. Or maybe you're going to be doing some like Zoom holiday parties, whether it's with your family, your friends, maybe like an office Zoom party. It could be for the holidays. It could also be for New Year's. So I still wanted to do a makeup look because why not, right? So I got on this sparkly dress. I am thinking something pretty easy to do. I don't want to do some like crazy thing that's like totally unrealistic because like, let's be real, the fact that you're putting on makeup alone is like amazing because a lot of times I just skipping it, so I totally get that. So I want something simple but effortless. I'm thinking we're gonna do something really sparkly on the eyes to match the dress. We're gonna do a little bit of a wing eyeliner situation and definitely a bold red lip because nothing screams the holidays more than red lipstick. So let's get into it. Okay, and as I get started with the base, I'll tell you guys the story about this dress. So I'm putting on a pretty hydrating primer. This is the Touch and Soul Glossy Balm. I'm gonna do kind of like my everyday base makeup for you guys. So this is actually a new dress. My mom got this for me, and at first I was like, well, Mom, why did you buy me a party dress? Like, it's a COVID, it's not like I'm going to go party. I'm not gonna leave the house anytime soon to wearing this dress specifically. Like, yes, I do leave the house, but like not wearing a sparkly dress. Okay, I'm taking the Fenty Soft Matte foundation. I like it with this primer that it helps it not be too matte, and it's got some really good coverage so it can help cover all of the maskne that I've been getting. So yes, my mom comes home with this dress and her whole entire philosophy was that I might not need it anytime soon, but like you can never go wrong with having a party dress in your closet that you like. It's good to have it than if you don't have a dress and then you have to go out and find a dress. So it's kind of good just to have it. So I was like, okay, yeah, fair enough. And I mean, she bought it for me, so I'm not gonna complain and deny a free dress. And then I was like, oh, I could wear this in my holiday video. And she was very happy about that. She was like, see, there you go, you're getting some use out of the dress. Next we're gonna go in with concealer. This is my Nars Creamy Radiant Concealer. It is my favorite. But yes, that is the story of how I came into possession of a very sparkly dress. I'm also gonna get a different concealer just to help cover this bad boy a bit. Okay, let me blend out my under eyes and then I'll do the spot concealing. I'm trying out this Sephora collection sponge. I think I had this when I was younger. Like, I vaguely remember having it maybe in first year at university or something like that. When I was like starting to get into makeup, but I didn't feel like paying for the price of a beauty blender. It's vaguely familiar, but yeah, I got it from work. Okay, now we're gonna spot conceal. Good tip for spot concealing: get concealer that has like the shade of your skin. I have this Estee Lauder Double Wear one. I'm gonna put it on the back of my hand. Then we're gonna go in with a brush. This one has like, this is a concealer brush, I believe. This is a MAC brush. This is a concealer brush, so I'm going to pick up a bit on my brush. Because it's natural hair, it's going to really do a good job of blending it and making it look natural in the skin. So there we go. That helped cancel the redness. The reason why it's helpful to go in with a brush is it's going to be a lot more precise and put the product exactly where you want it versus like a beauty blender or like a sponge. The thing with it is that it's more likely to like pick up the product. So since we're just spot concealing in a tiny little spot, it's helpful to use a brush. And you don't have to get a concealer brush. You could also just use like an eyeshadow brush. You could use your finger too as well, but I find that the brush helps have less product. There we go. Next, we're going to put a little bit of liquid highlight. So if you are seeing people in real life, I definitely recommend a liquid highlighter because it's just definitely much more natural. But if you're going to be, you know, over Zoom or something like that, then I would recommend putting a powder over top. So we're going to do that later as well. But for now, we're just going to do the liquid one because it's the only cream product that I'm going to be doing. The rest I'm going to be doing powders. So we're going to do the cream now and then powder my face. So this is the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filt'r. Oh, it's so weird of me, Hollywood. This is my favorite cream highlight right now. So we're going to put it where we already have some sheen going on from our primer. So as you can see, we're going to do right here. Just literally going to do. That's it. Other side. Do. And if you're not wearing a mask, do the nose. And we're going to blend this in using a brush because I like to use brushes for my creams. And whatever I have left over, I bring up into my eyebrow area. Only do this if you haven't done your eyeshadow and slush or your eyebrows, because otherwise you're just gonna move everything around. But that's just like kind of where it naturally extends, but I don't put any there to begin with because I don't want too much. Blend out the nose. And then once again, whatever I have left over my brush on the Cupid's bow. And now we're gonna powder everything. If I'm wearing a mask or wanting this makeup to stay on a really long time, I've been using a way heavier amount of powder. But since this is more of like a holiday look, you're probably only going to be wearing this for a couple of hours, you know, I don't know, maybe 4 or something like that max, if you're going to a dinner or something like that. So you don't need to have it last as long, so you don't need to use as strong of a powder. So I'm going to be using this Hourglass Veil Translucent Setting Powder. I like this one because it's like a lighter powder, if that makes any sense. Definitely does a good job of setting everything down, but it's not as heavy duty as some of my other powders. It's not as mattifying, that's a key word. So we got some on my sponge. We're gonna start underneath the eyes, pressing in, and making sure we're not going too far over, covering up all of our highlight that we put on. Take some on the bridge of my nose. I know some people like to highlight down the bridge of their nose, but I personally don't like to. I only like the tip. I find it makes me look oily when I do this, and I do naturally get oily there, so I always powder the bridge of my nose and in between the eyebrows, moving up from the eyebrows to my forehead because that always gets oily. Now we're gonna do this area because that always just looks oily for me. Making sure that we're being gentle, but making sure that we're powdering any acne or spot concealing that we did, because we don't want all that hard work to move around. And I always put a good amount on my chin because that also always gets oily. I also have a bad habit of touching my chin a lot, like pressing my face in my hand, so I always make sure to powder because that's probably the first area everything is going to rub off on me. That is our base. As you can see, I really like in the winter this really balance in between having a matter skin and dewier looking skin exactly where we want it. And this is all just personal preference. You can definitely go like dewier if you want, but this is just what I like in the winter. So as you can see, we still got that like dew going on here, but in the center where I get really oily, it's been powdered. Okay, now we're gonna go into the eyes. So guys, let me know, do you have anything fun planned for the holidays? My uncle is coming to visit us for a bit. He does live alone, so we don't want him to be alone for the holidays, so he's gonna come stay a bit with us. And then my friends and I this year are doing Secret Santa. We haven't done Secret Santa since I think we were in high school. Yeah, I think the last time we did Secret Santa was in high school, just because in university, A, you're poor, and B, people were like all over the place, so sometimes it was like people were going away on vacations or coming back really last minute because their exams went really late, so we didn't really have the opportunity to see each other as much. This year, I guess we wanted to do something more festive, bring a little bit of joy back into it. So what we're gonna do for Secret Santa, I'm just setting down my eyeshadow base, is that we found an online website that will organize it. So it emailed all of us who we have, and then we're going to drop off the presents at everyone's house. We're going to do it in the dark so that people can't see us, and then we're going to go on Zoom and open them all together. So I think that's a really fun way to be able to still do something festive with your friends who are far apart. Let me know in the comments down below if you are doing anything with your friends or family fun for the holidays. I'm going to be using my Kash Beauty Secret Treasure palette just because I want some nice neutral browns, but like you guys could use any palette. I'm literally just going in with this neutral browns. I do have, like, for example, I have Colourpop single shadows that could work really well. Like this Colourpop shadow could really work. This is Wake Up Call. Just any neutral brown would do the job. And we're just gonna put this throughout the crease. Keeping it really high. As you can see, I'm kind of keeping it higher in the crease. My cat just woke up. She usually is always sleeping on my bed during my videos because I always film in the late afternoon, and that's when she comes and hangs out in my room and sleeps. I don't think she likes when I film too much just because I make a lot of noise and move around a lot. So once again, we're going high in the crease. Also trying to keep it on this back half as well. Okay, now we're gonna go into a smaller brush. So this neutral shade again. And this time now we're gonna go into deep into the actual crease. See, like this? And keeping it just on the outside. Do you see the difference? And then just deepen it up, just using the same eyeshadow in a more dense brush. It just shows that you don't necessarily need like 5,000 eyeshadows to create depth, just by using different brushes, different pressures. And I'm also going to bring that just a little bit on the lid on the outside. We're kind of putting it on, if you're looking straight ahead, kind of where outside where the white is. Out of your iris, people, you know, where the white is. Now I want to go for a really soft look, so instead of going in with a flat, so instead of using my finger or a flat shader brush like this, we're gonna go into a brush like this. So it's still technically a shader brush, but it's a lot fluffier and looser. So that means it's going to create a lot softer of a look. So first I'm gonna go into this shade, and what we're gonna do is we're also gonna bring this up into the crease as well. We're slowly starting to lose our light, guys, sorry. See, I'm bringing it up in here, also in here as well, and I'm just putting it all over really. Now to step it up a notch, I'm gonna go in with this pigment that I have. Colourpop doesn't have these anymore, which is really sad, but you know what, I'm gonna use what I have. I'll see if I can find something similar. I think NYX has some pigments, so that might be a good option. I got a lot. Okay, ready for this, guys? Oh, yes. Oh, no, no. I applied too much. It's fine, we're fine. It's okay, we all make mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes. Everybody has those days. Okay, we're gonna take a clean fluffer brush, and we're just gonna try and dust away some of the excess. Cause the girl has got a lot. Didn't mean to put on this much up in the crease, but you get the idea. If you ever get glitter underneath your eye, you can take a brush and just sweep it up. Okay. So there we go. Very sparkly, but still very soft. So for the under eye, we're keeping it nice and simple. We're just going back into the same brown that we did on top. Bringing it down below. I'm going to keep it just to about halfway. Okay, I'm going to do some wing eyeliner. I'm going to do it in brown just because it's a little softer than doing it in black. Okay, I'm gonna do liner, lashes, all that jazz, and I'll be back. If you're ever like, wow, Leah, you're so good at makeup, don't worry, I mess up too. Hey guys, I'm back. It took forever. These were not the lashes I originally planned to use. I was planning to use a lot smaller of a pair, but they were just not working, so I went with these ones. As you can see, I got a brown wing liner. You definitely do not need to go this big. If anything, I would recommend much more natural lash. That way you can actually see the glitter behind. And then I also put just a little bit of like a bronzy eyeliner in my waterline, and that is the eyes all done. I also did my eyebrows as well. Yes, I absolutely love these eyes. I think I'm gonna do, let's finish this off going in with bronzer. I'll be using this Ace Beauty Bronzed in Paradise. This is one of my products of the month. You guys don't know what that is. I basically pick 2 products every single month to focus using more of. They're products already existing in my collection. It's kind of like my version of a project pan, except for I know I won't pan the products in a month, but yeah, basically just trying to use up the products. So just a pro tip, if you are in person, you don't need to go as strong, but if you are going to be talking to someone over Zoom or something, definitely go in a little bit more ham with your face products. I find that in general it doesn't show up as strongly on camera or video, so yeah, don't be afraid to really go in. For blush, I'm going to be using this Ciate London Marbled Light in the shade Halo. I really like it because it's a pretty neutral looking blush, so it's not going to compete with the red lipstick I'm going to apply. And it also has a little bit of a shimmer and shine to it, so it's gonna add just a little bit of dimension to the cheeks. Like, you can see the difference. I just look a little bit more rosier and a little bit more lively, and rosy cheeks are just so festive. And I always like to play just a bit on the nose. We're gonna go in with one of my all-time favorite highlights. This is the Ofra Rodeo Drive. It's a quite blinding highlight, so like I said, if you are in person, you can always skip this step. And we're just putting it at the same spot that we put the cream. Plus, it's the holidays, why not add some extra sparkle? Okay, I just got this new Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. So we'll see how good this is. Okay, I got this lipstick in my BoxyCharm a couple months ago. This is the Tresemme Mini Matte Lip Crayon in the shade Chili Red, which I think will be the perfect red to go with this look. So by keeping the shades of the eyes very similar to my dress, very simple, it really allows my lips to stand out. And I'm gonna apply just the tiniest amount of gloss. I'm gonna go on my finger, that way I don't contaminate my wand. So this is the Essence Shine 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 Wet Look lip gloss. So it's just a clear lip gloss. We're just gonna pat. There we go. Just adds just a little bit of shine, so it's not as like flat looking, but it's not like super glossy. So guys, this is a finished makeup look. I'm really sorry that the light kind of got terrible at the end, so you can't really see it in its full glory, but I hope you enjoyed this video. As you guys saw, it's actually pretty easy to create this look. I think almost anyone could recreate it, and yeah, it just gives me like effortless holiday color. Ooh, here we go. Maybe that'll be the title of the video. So please let me know if you guys like this look, and if you end up recreating it, please tag me on Instagram. Love to see it. And yeah, I hope you guys have a good holiday season. Don't worry, I still got lots of really fun holiday content planned for the rest of the December. This is my only makeup look, so I hope you guys enjoy it. If you want to see more makeup looks, let me know down below, and I can do some maybe over on Instagram. So yeah guys, that is it. I hope you guys have a really good day or night wherever you are, and I will see you in the next video, which is probably a Vlogmas video. So yeah, that's it. Okay, bye.